Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Amit's Lovelex, and we're back here on Dokkan Battle, this time to review the new EZA Super Strike King Cold. Now, this guy's just dropped on Global, and he's a very solid unit from what I've read. I just finished awakening him and getting him topped off. He's not link leveled, but as are a lot of the units in my videos, they're just not, but that's fine. Because I think it's very realistic to show him in an area where he's not going to be fully link leveled and all of that, because people need to see how he is at his worst. So his passive reads, attack and defense was 100%, key plus 3 plus an additional attack and defense was 50%, and Wicked Bloodline category allies keep attack and defense was 25% when HP is 25%, or is when HP is 50% or more. Alright, so he's boosting allies and getting a lot of good stats whenever he is above 50% HP. Pretty good. All enemies attack at minus 25% and defense minus 50%, plus an additional defense plus 100% and medium chance of sealing enemy super attacks when facing a pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans category enemy if there is an ally whose name includes Frieza attacking in the same turn. So, medium chance of sealing all enemies super attacks on entry if there's a Frieza ally in the turn, which is good. Plus an additional attack plus 50% when the target enemy super attack is sealed. So it gets more damage whenever the enemy's super attack is sealed. And on super attack, really raises attack and defense for one turn, causes supreme damage to enemy, and lowers attack and defense. Very good. So in the super battle road situation, he's going to be lowering the enemy's attack and defense. He's going to be sealing all of that. So we're going to bring him into a longer event on the 200% lead with Metal Cooler. And we're going to see how he does there first. And then we're going to bring him into a super battle road stage and see how he fares there. So this also doubles as a showcase for the Mecha Frieza, because I haven't done one for him, because that was before I started recording, if I remember. And, well, they work very, very well together. They pair up very, very well. Oh my god, this guy hits pretty hard. Alright. We should be able to finish this phase off really, really quickly. So King Cole seems to be the more floater utility type of unit that you'll put on the team. Like, you'll run a Wicked Bloodline team, and he'll be on the offhand supporting the allies and potentially sealing the super attacks, which is a very, very good effect to have for a floating unit. And he seems like he can handle himself. Okay, so no support, 2 links active. He has 105,000 defense start of turn, which, considering he raises attack and defense on super and then has a 50% buff here, that's pretty solid. Pretty solid. So let's see how he does here offensively. And then we're going to see if we can get him linked up with the Mecha Frieza there, because they share a lot of links. Alright, 2 million, nothing amazing, but he does get a lot of his attack buffs when the enemy has a lowered attack or sealed or whatever. So we're definitely going to be seeing higher attack stats in the Super Battle Road Showcase. But I just wanted to bring him in here to have him with better linking partners, more support, see how he does there. Alright. So, overall, as a unit, I think he's very, very good so far. He seems to be doing his job well. He's going to be floating, supporting all the other allies, giving them attack and defense buffs, and sealing the enemy's super attack, and he's going to be raising his own stats. So, for hidden potential build, I gave him like 12 crit, 11 additional, and 3 dodge. I would probably, if you want to have him live up to his utility potential, probably just give him full additional and dodge, and then see how he does there. Alright, I'm going to float off Frieza there. And we're going to keep S-Tier Cooler untransformed because we want to see his support as well. Alright, so just to speed up this process a bit, I'm going to cut to when they are on the same rotation, Mecha Frieza and King Cold, and I will see you all there. Alright, so we're back over here with Mecha Frieza and King Cold on the same rotation, and we have 30% support from Tech Cooler here. Wow. That's a lot higher defense than we were looking at before. So, with support and linked up fully with Mecha Frieza, they share 4 links, it looks like. 4 links. What's his defense now? 155,000 still. Okay, so yeah. Looks like they share 4 links together. So, that's pretty good. 155,000 defense pre-super attack with the 30% support active. So he's getting his passive buff that has a Frieza ally in it. So, medium chance of sealing enemy super attacks with a Frieza ally. So, that's not going to activate here because they're immune to sealing, but we're going to definitely be trying to see if that will proc in the Super Battle Road Showcase, and we'll be getting to that after we see King Cold's stats here. 6.7 million from Frieza. Both of these guys are a very good combination. Very, very good. So what is his attack? 3.6. From the one unit that's going to be like floating off and supporting the allies, that's a very, very good number to be putting up for an attack stat from a free-to-play unit. Overall, very defensive, very good defensive, like, or very good defensively against, or like on a Wicked Bloodline team, you know, just putting him in the third slot and letting him rotate off and just support and seal the enemy super attacks and debuff and doing everything that he's doing. He's good offensively and defensively for that. Very solid. So now let's bring him into the Super Battle Road Showcase. Alright guys, so we're back over here at Wicked Bloodline Extreme Super Battle Road. Very similar team setup, except this time we have replaced the the tech cooler with this Age-Old Golden Frieza, so we have more chances to activate the Frieza condition in King Cold's passive, and so we like don't die to slot 1 attacks. And we got the cooler, or the Wicked Bloodline support memory here as well, so we can activate that. And he is in the 3rd slot, so I'm going to cut to when we have him actually on the main rotation. Alright guys, so I managed to actually beat the first phase literally in 2 turns because Metal Cooler decided to put up 10 million super attacks. So now we got King Cold on the main rotation here with his Frieza condition activated. So now let's see how he does here. We actually activated the sealing of all enemies, and that is why this guy can be extremely, extremely good. So here with no support, 158,000 defense with a Frieza ally. Very, very good. As I said, if you float him off and just have him on the rotation next turn, he'll be able to do this to the enemy. Just lower their attack and defense and seal their super attack. An amazing effect for a Super Battle Road unit. So if you want to bring him to, like, Terrifying Conquerors, Wicked Bloodline, let's just look at his categories. Extreme Class, okay, so literally just these. Android Cell Saga, if you want to bring him with the Mecha Frieza here. Those Super Battle Road stages, this guy can definitely clear in, be very, very good. Granted, that's a pretty limited, like, pool of characters to actually be, or very limited pool of categories to actually be in, but it's not completely horrible. So just look at this, the complete lack of being able to take any damage here because the enemy is sealed. It's amazing, it really is. That's why this guy is a character. I really love the value of being able to seal or stun all the enemies in a turn. That's why I still love Tech Hit, because he can do the same thing, but it's stun. 3.8 million with a Frieza ally and no support. Pretty good for the unit that you're generally going to be floating off. Overall, guys, very, very solid unit. The Mecha Frieza is also a very, very solid unit. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all later.